Hey there, Duck fans. It's me again, doing what I always do, a little ScoopDuck Daily for you, the little ScoopDuck Quickie. Anyways, not a ton to go over, but we'll talk about a few things nonetheless. One of the prizes of the transfer portal, cornerback Jabbar Muhammad, played at Washington last year, was a standout at corner. Been a lot of talk about him. There was a prediction made by Jerry Hamilton, who covers Texas, with On Three, predicted him to Texas. It was 65%, so not a massive big pick, but one made nonetheless. Haven't seen any others follow. From what I can tell right now, I think you could say Texas is the team to beat, and that's probably fair. He's just finished up visiting Texas and should be at Alabama this weekend. Here's the key to the whole thing right now moving forward. Okay, he hasn't visited Oregon yet, and Eugene's been an ice rink for the last week. So I think the staff kind of was hoping to get him on campus next week, probably early next week for a visit. Obviously, letting some of this weather subside and give him a little better taste of what Eugene has to offer. So Oregon must get him on campus. If they can do that, I think Oregon's got a legitimate shot there. So if he doesn't make that visit, obviously you've got to feel like that's going to be good news for Texas at some point. Speaking of Dan Lanning and recruiting, he's out in Kansas, been spotted there at a few high schools today, checking on 2025 prospects and others. The coaching staff is on the road all over the country. They've been in pretty much every state, maybe save like North Dakota and Rhode Island. So far, they've been scouring the country for the talent. I'm not expecting any visitors this weekend. Okay, there's some bigger weekends going on around the country, but Oregon won't be one of them. I think the staff will remain on the road through the weekend, and more than likely, get back for Jabbar Muhammad early next week to host him. And next weekend should be a pretty big weekend in Eugene. There should be quite a few visitors, so we'll see what that entails. Another note, okay, I want to talk about men's basketball more, but unfortunately, I'm picking it the day after they lost to Colorado in Boulder. Man, is that place just like a black hole for the Ducks or what? Every year, no matter who they have, no matter what each team is ranked or their record or whatever, Oregon goes to Colorado and seemingly loses. It's just got some sort of voodoo or hex on it. You could tell that Infali Dante, who played a lot of minutes in that game, was noticeably breathed at the end of the game, just could barely move there. So he's still working into shape. I think we'll see better versions of him ahead. Looked like Nate Biddle was out there shooting around a little bit, but we didn't get to see any action from him. Good news. That means he's close, just still not quite there yet. Last thing in today's daily, kind of a fun little note. Ryan Walk, who was an offensive lineman at Oregon, is back at Oregon, except he's not playing anymore. He's going to be an offensive line GA for the Ducks on the coaching staff. So no surprise, oftentimes former players come back, they get their first crack into the coaching world as a GA, maybe an analyst if you're lucky, and then of course that's how you move up the ladder. So great for him to kind of get that first step in there. Obviously knows about the culture in Eugene and is going to bleed for the program. So great to see Ryan Walk get that opportunity. That's all for now. I think it's Friday, and hopefully you guys get to have a great weekend. Hopefully, if you're in Eugene, things are thawing out and you're getting power. And otherwise, keep hitting that like and subscribe button. Subscribing is awesome because you'll get notifications as soon as I publish one of these. Likes are great, helps me share them. And have a good one, and maybe find yourself a nice little beverage later tonight.